Big news from your Nebraska lottery. Mega Millions is now more mega than ever. First off, a new multiplier is built into the game. Plus, there are now bigger jackpots, better odds, and prizes start at $10. So don't miss out on these fantastic enhancements. Visit your favorite Nebraska lottery retailer today and play Mega Millions with the new built-in multiplier, bigger jackpots, better odds, and prizes starting at $10. Drawings Tuesdays and Fridays. $5 Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 290 million.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Have an anniversary coming up? I've got you covered. Celebrate your love with the timeless elegance of jewelry. This anniversary, give the gift of sapphires, emeralds, rubies, or gold. Find the perfect piece that reflects the beauty and depth of your commitment. Whether it's your first anniversary or your 50th, surprise your loved one with a gem as beautiful and rare as she is. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
A smoke-free environment is the only way to fully protect from the dangers of secondhand smoke. That's why smoke-free policies are so important to me. Whether it's in my car, apartment building, or when I'm dining outdoors, there's no place for secondhand smoke or e-cigarette aerosol. Breathe easier knowing the facts. Visit smokefree.ne.gov. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and electrical.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You should treat mom to some barbecue. At Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, we think award-winning moms deserve award-winning barbecue without having to lift a finger. We invite you and your family to gather around our table on Mother's Day for Hog Wild slow smoke favorites, or place an order to go online at gohogwild.com for a spring picnic where mom is the guest of honor. We look forward to seeing you this Mother's Day. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershan Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershan Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
You've never been studious before. You've never did your homework until now. You've never done your homework until now, Terrell Farley. Think it's better now than never. Yes. No homework, Farley. Get your mic together. No homework, Farley, on Window World Wednesday with the Healers.
Whoop, whoop. Let's go.
In the building. He don't like the fact. Look at him pulling rank. He's pulling rank, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't work.
He's pulling rank, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. You can pull, Terrell. You can pull rank whenever you want to. You're just between two offensive guys. We don't need much. We don't need much glory. We don't need much fame and glitz and hoopla from the crowd and Hall of Fame and all of that stuff. We're good to just walk through the door, do our job, and go home.
That's a good.
We don't need to broadcast. I'm
That's
number
good for you.
43, Terrell Farley, black shirt.
Oh, Mr. Three-time national champion.
No, sir. You see.
How many times you heard that?
I've got.
Never.
You never heard that?
Thank you.
Are you going to sit here and tell that?
Thank you.
Are you going to sit here and tell that lie?
Thank you.
That's the lie.
That's
I've got. Euler's never heard it.
It doesn't
Unless
matter.
he's heard it from something else.
It doesn't matter that I'm sitting between two running backs because, it's.
I'm actually a tight end.
You're not a tight end, man.
You're right.
I
You're
win
running
against
back.
tight.
Hey, I'm a running back that.
I win against
Yeah.
6'3", 6'4" tight ends that weigh 240,
You
250.
can't do anything with me, buddy.
But
At tight end,
you
you
say
can
that.
forget it.
Vershan,
Coach
nobody's
Samuel.
scared of you. Nobody's scared of you. That's
Bach,
the thing.
Hold
you,
it.
You what? Bach, what? Coach Samuel didn't say nothing.
Bach.
Coach Samuel didn't say a word.
Bach. Coach,
You hype your
you
own self
love
up.
to say Bach.
Nobody never said, man, VJ blowing people up
Can
at
I
practice.
What?
Never. Never.
What?
Nobody never said that.
What?
Hey, man, watch out for Vershan.
Euler.
He'll kill you.
What?
Nothing.
You got to
2 years I was there. You have nothing.
You have
2 years.
Well,
You were there the 2 years I wasn't there.
Yeah.
so let me ask you a question then, Bach, since you're the judge. Then if that's the case, why did he have a brother-in-law deal with me?
No, you
If
had a
I
brother-in-law
wasn't hitting
deal.
anything, for what?
Dude, I wanted you to play, dude. I didn't want to set you back.
You're lying.
I didn't want to set you
That's
back. You
another
was just
lie.
getting the tight end.
You should be
I
giving
would-
shirts
I
away
would-
all day.
I would have set you back, and you probably would have went back to scout team, man.
Yeah,
I didn't want to do it.
It sounds good, but I'm getting ready to trump
What a good
your raggedy trump
Yeah,
card.
thank
that
you.
think
What a
you're throwing
good
out
friend,
there.
huh?
Let me trump your raggedy trump card. Listen to me. Coach walked in here, sat with us for 2 hours.
Yep.
He stated you was nowhere in the vicinity when one-on-one blocks was on. But hold up, don't say a word. Let me finish my take. Jay Foreman, Jamel Williams, Grant Lindstrom, and the rest of those type of guys was over there going one-on-one with yours truly, Tim Carpenter, Sheldon Jackson, and Mark Gilman. Those were the starting tight ends. The other guys would have been TJ Debates, and at the time, Aaron Wills was also there, okay? Now, you, for 2 years, have never, ever, you don't even go to run station. What are you talking about? That's 9 on 7. You're not a part of that.
Are you done yet?
No, I'm not done.
Are you done?
No,
yet?
I'm not done. So at what point, when you never mixed it up, you never went 1v1 in practice, when Coach Osborne was the man, the myth, the legend, right there being the quarterback, you didn't come see about what we was doing. You was over there in the pass station playing patty cake while we was over there playing real, you was talking about them Samoans that had no pads on, that was running into each other like that, and they ain't had no pads on. Man, that was crazy, Bach. Well, guess what we was doing? Running into each other just like that, Bach. We just had pads on. That's the only difference.
Are you
now
done
I'm
yet?
done. Yeah, I'm done now. I'm done.
Now, let me show you how to get through the Bach without yelling. Bach, I don't have to go to run station because I didn't have to go. Run station was not my station.
My point.
I was doing pass
and protect
707 and blitzing.
Yep.
So why would I worry about covering a tight end and probably?
We're not talking about covering. We're not talking about
run
covering.
station.
We're not talking about covering right now, sir.
What was wrong with my run defense? It was great to me.
No, you were
I'm the weak side linebacker.
Exactly. You were a great weak side linebacker. I'm not taking that from you.
Exactly.
But
So
stop acting like you was an enforcer.
I was.
You was not.
I was.
You was not.
You seen my blitzes? You seen
I
some
don't
of my
care
hits?
about your blitzes.
I don't care about you talking loud. See, that's your problem.
Okay,
You think
I'm
that
gonna bring
just
it
because
down
you
a
talk loud that you make the story believable.
We can
but
play.
guess what? It's not.
We can replay Coach Sam's.
Replay
saying-
what? What did he say?
Saying
He didn't
on
say
multiple
anything.
occasions, Terrell Farley did not go to run station and Terrell Farley.
That makes me a bad player, Bob. That makes me a sorry player that I don't go to run station.
Woe is you. Now you woe is you. We wasn't even talking about
did Ryan
that.
Twilliger go to run
I ain't
station?
talking about Ryan Twilliger.
He played
We're
well
talking
with
about
me.
Terrell Farley and Vershan Jackson, and you saying that you never knew me as a guy that hit in practice.
No.
Now, you have got to be kidding.
No,
you can't call one person that'll co-sign that.
I will. I
call
can
one.
Okay. When you want me to call him?
I don't care. Call Jay Foreman.
You
Give me a
call,
co-sign.
Nah, I'll call somebody
I
else.
know you will.
I call Doug Coleman. Yeah.
Call Doug Coleman.
Yeah.
You ain't said nothing slick to a can of oil.
Yeah. Okay.
Plus, Doug Coleman was gone in 96, so you got to call somebody that was there for those 2 years.
I'm talking about 95.
We're talking
96 too.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk. Let me bring it down.
Yeah, bring it down. Bring it down.
Terrell,
just tonight.
Terrell, I'm not ever bringing this up again.
Me neither.
Okay,
That's
me
a
neither.
lie.
You
Me neither.
and all of your body
Whatever.
could never, ever do anything but run around me
Run through
when
you.
it comes to blocking.
So run through you. I don't have to run around. You run
Now,
through
I'm
you.
going to end that with that. And if you think so, then I'm quite sure we could go get some pads.
I'm quite sure.
And a helmet.
205 now.
Exactly. I'm actually 210. But and we can test your metal and see what you really can do and stop all that popping. Because you know what? A lot of coaches have won the offseason with the same mouth that you won it with.
Who?
I used to play for the Chiefs to show me stuff.
I bag mine up.
All
Okay.
right, then. Now,
I bag mine up.
Let's get on with the show now.
If you want to go
got
put
me
some
coming
pads,
in
yeah,
hot.
you want to put
Like
some
you
pads
the tough
on?
guy. Everybody,
I am a tough guy.
I've never known you to be a tough guy.
Who,
I've known
on
you to
the
be a great
field?
football player.
I'm tough on the field. What
I
supposed to
said
be?
a tough guy. You're not a tough.
How you get a scholarship to Nebraska and you're
black
not tough?
shirts, sir? Hold up, sir. You are a tough guy. I'm talking black shirts now.
Yeah.
That's a different level of tough. So when I think 11 black shirts out there and I got to categorize them as who's the toughest of the start 95 defense, hold up. Euler, you go. Who's the toughest guy out there?
95 defense?
95.
Probably either
There's
Grant,
no probably to it.
Grant.
Grant's not the toughest. Stop it. Don't
We
even
all
go
were.
there. We all were.
Jason.
We all were.
We
Stop
all
it. Hold
were.
on.
Jason
Okay,
Peter
you said
was-
you had left, right? You
I was there in 95. I just wasn't
Okay. Was
participating. I
Christian
was
still
hurt.
there in 95?
No.
Yep. Who?
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was. Christian.
all
Okay,
right,
so
yeah.
now who's the toughest?
Christian.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we'll put that to bed. Okay, it wasn't Grant during 95.
No.
You might want to go
Christian.
put him up there in 97, in 96, but in 95, it was Christian.
Yes.
Okay. You want to go ahead, Bach? You want to take another gander of toughness on that 95 defense?
Jared Thomas, maybe?
Wow. Perfect. That's the level of toughness. That's the guy I fought. The number 2 guy, when we talk about toughness, that's the guy that I fought on an almost daily basis at practice. Hold up a second. And the number 1 guy is the guy who taught me how to be tough. Hold up a second. Give me number 3, Euler. Who's number 3 on that defense? 1995. Matter of fact, hold up. Let me make it easy on you. Bob, why don't you read the starting defense of the 95 team?
All right, so frontline Grant Wistrom, Jason Peter, Christian Peter, Jared Thomas.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, hold up. Read it. Keep going.
Linebackers, Terrell Farley, Phil Ellis, Jay Foreman.
Keep going.
Rover was Mike Mentor, free safety Tony Veland, and your starting corners were Michael Booker and Tyrone Williams.
Now stop for a second. Stop for a second. You see where I'm going with this, right? Hold up a second.
I got a counter so good.
Calm down.
It's going to set him up for the rest of his life.
That's fine. That's fine. But right now, I'm enjoying my moment. 1995, you got it now. So we're on number 3 toughest out of the 11. Who?
Jason.
Perfect. Number 4, Bach.
You can go Grant by then. Maybe Mentor. I mean,
Okay.
tough guys in the back,
No.
Yeah,
We'll go Grant. We'll go Grant. We ain't changing.
Phil
Ellis, number 5. Another top 3 guy that I fought in practice and who helped me become who I am. Go ahead. Go ahead, because I'm going against these dudes on scout team. Go ahead.
Jay Foreman.
Yep. So
Okay, now you put Jay over Mike Minner in 95. I would tell you that's a no.
Right.
I would tell you that's a no. That's a no. Mike Minter is tougher at that moment in time than Jay Foreman. I love you, Jay, and you know I'm telling the truth. Okay. Now who? Now, so we taking Jay Foreman off. We take because Jay Foreman wasn't a starter. Okay, Phil Ellis was, not Jay Foreman in 1995. Phil Ellis, Doug Coleman. Jay was playing strong side.
Tony Veland. No.
Definitely Tony Veland. Without a question, Tony Veland.
Yeah.
Okay. We're only talking toughness right now. We're not talking who led the team in tackles and who led it in interceptions and fumble recoveries and who was the most dynamic. I didn't ask who was the most dynamic player on that defense. I asked who was the toughest. It's a difference, sir. Okay. Now, what are we at? Where are we at? Down to what? Because we get
corners and some linebackers.
All right. Where are we at right now? Who you taking, Bach?
So it's between Michael Booker, Tyrone Williams, and Terrell Farley.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the bottom three.
I'd have to lean on you guys. You guys played with them more.
Okay, you're off. Who are you taking?
I thought Tyrone Williams hit a lot harder than Booker did.
Absolutely. I'm taking Tyrone Williams.
Yeah.
Now we down to the nitty-gritty. Now we where we need to be at. Now we here when we're talking about toughness. Now, at this point, at coming in at top 10, Terrell Farley.
Yeah.
Then Michael Booker. And listen, that's not to take anything from Booker. Michael Booker was a first-round draft pick. Okay? So we ain't taking nothing from that. All right? Now, that's all I'm saying is don't ever disrespect my toughness when it comes to Nebraska football, Terrell Farley. I was there for 5 years, and I got hit in the mouth for 2 of those. And so my next 3 years, I hit people in the mouth on purpose to get some get-backs. So you can say I dropped balls. You can say whatever you want.
Now, let me go.
Yeah, I'm done.
Now, it's an announcer. What's his name? Keith Jackson. Oh, he's the wet Buck? The greatest what?
The greatest announcer.
He's the greatest of all time. One game, he said, Nebraska is led by Jared Tumich and Grant Wistrom. That was a good one. But he said the man who runs around, make tackles, get sacks, and runs out of there in Nebraska, holy what?
Holy menace.
Terror. Euler.
Holy terror.
Read these linebackers right here. Read them linebackers right there. Just read 5 of them. Read 5 of these.
Zach Thomas, Pat Fitzgerald, Kevin Hardy, Ray Lewis, Simeon Rice.
And you ended where?
And
where'd you end?
Keep
Wayne
going.
Clemens.
Keep going.
Terrell Farley.
Oh,
what year is this?
Oh, this is 95.
Okay, so perfect.
Read this right here.
No one's trying.
Hold on. Read this right here.
He's not
defensive end.
This is ridiculous.
There's only 2 players that made All-Americans in 95. Box. There's only 2 players on the defense.
It's not about.
There's only 2 players on the defense, and one started 5 games.
It's not even about All-American.
5 games.
It's not about that. We're not even talking about that. We're not talking about that. We know you're All-American.
Here's the thing.
We know you're great on the football field, but stop acting like you was one of the toughest guys out there. You wasn't. When you compare yourself to me. You was not. So stop acting. I'm a different person. I don't even want to look at you no more.
You're right.
You sitting up here trying to tell me
you got a lie on the back of your shirt. Is that a new team?
Go get one of them back. That's a lie. You trying to tell me that you was scary on the football field, and I'm telling you, that is a lie. Maybe to everybody else, not to 34.
Okay, probably not to 34.
Not at all. Not in the least bit. Or have you ever been scary on the football field to me?
Yeah, I don't know. That's your problem. That's you.
Ever.
I know the other teams are scared of me.
And listen, between me, you, and the bedpost, you know in a closet who gonna win that.
Not you.
Yeah.
I put my skills
I'm
against
gonna
anybody.
say that. I'm gonna say that again.
Linemen,
I didn't say
running backs, fullbacks.
Bueller, he's
everything.
He's missing the big picture. I didn't say in the open field. I said
played it on the line.
I said in a. I'll make it a little closer. Phone booth.
What did Coach Sam say, Bach? We did what 90% of the game? We did what? We flew. We lined up over the guard, over the tackles. We gave a 7-man rush.
What's that got to do with what are we talking about?
Because you say I'm not in the box. That's in the box.
No, sir.
That's in the box.
I'm not. No. The box that I'm talking about, sir, that's what I'm saying. You don't understand one-on-one block, sir. The blocks that I'm talking about is me having number 43 and you're being the ball carrier, and you got to go make the play through me. That's what I'm talking about. You was always on the backside.
Here's something that you don't understand.
Okay.
If it depends how I come in there, I got to make the play. Now, if I got inside help, I'm gonna bust it to the outside. But if I get an here call and I hit my butt, I'm gonna blow it up. I'm gonna make it bounce to the outside. See, that's responsibility.
Is he on the topic?
I just can't go in there. I just can't go in there running with my head cut off.
I ain't even gonna.
You got to know what are we
talking about here?
You talking about one-on-one blocks?
No, I'm talking about toughness.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the reason why Nebraska football, and now if we want to throw it to Nebraska football has to have toughness in a box, in a phone booth.
Yeah.
That means that they take care of their one-on-one responsibility. Right. So if me and you are playing, I'm on offense, you on defense, and my person that I have to block according to the game plan is you, then my job, by any means necessary, is to take care of you.
That's not going to
happen.
That's not going to happen.
I'm not saying it's not going to happen now because we're past
it wouldn't happen then.
All right.
VJ, I got a good question here from Gus Mohawk. It says, where was VJ rated for toughness on the offense? I got Frost ahead of him in 97.
Gus Mohawk is just being a character. No. Let me say this. No, he wasn't. That's a true statement. He wasn't tougher than me, but he was tough. Scott Frost was one of the toughest dudes I know. Now, we talk about toughness. I ain't taking nothing. You got to put Scott Frost. If we went offense, let me know if you want to.
What's that?
If we go offense of toughness, Scott's up there.
Yeah. Tommy.
He is up there. No, I ain't Tommy. I'm talking now. I'm going 97 because Scott wasn't playing in 95. He had nothing. He was on scout team.
Aaron Taylor.
I'm talking toughness now.
Yeah.
And you got to. So
what are you going to rank yourself?
I'm not going to.
Yeah. Rank yourself. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
You didn't get to rank yourself.
I don't have to rank.
I don't rank myself.
Well, why would I rank myself?
Because you know why I never rank myself? Because without them 10 people I played with, it wouldn't be no Terrell Farley. Right. You know what I'm saying? Without Grant, Talmadge, Wistrom, Christian Peters, Doug Coleman, Phil Ellis, even the ones in the back. Without them, it wouldn't be me.
Well, we know that.
I'm a team player first.
Oh, really?
So that's what I am. I'm a team player.
We know that.
Individual awards come after the season, but during the season, we play as a unit.
Yeah,
and we want to destroy you. We want to hurt you. We want to. Like Coach always say, we want to be the most physical team on the field.
Was he just talking about defense?
No, he talked about the whole every phase of the game.
So don't ever disrespect me and talk about I was one of the most physical tight ends you've ever
VJ
dealt
is
with.
the 47th toughest tight end. Somebody, your boy Eric.
Why are you reading Eric?
Because I like to read Eric's. You want some of me or something? Huh?
Last time I checked, this is the captain show. It ain't the black shirt show yet.
It's all right. You got me on here.
Don't be reading Eric and smacking me with Eric.
Yeah. Give me something else, Eric. Eric, give me some more. Give me some more. Give me some more.
Go to
give me some more.
Why don't you do that?
All right. It's the toughest guy here on the Captain Show. 93.7. The Ticket. We'll be right back. Get off me, fool.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You should treat mom to some barbecue. At Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, we think award-winning moms deserve award-winning barbecue without having to lift a finger. We invite you and your family to gather around our table on Mother's Day for Hog Wild slow smoke favorites, or place an order to go online at gohogwild.com for a spring picnic where mom is the guest of honor. We look forward to seeing you this Mother's Day. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at koppelcars.com. Stock numbers G121492. G187747 and G196599.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
A smoke-free environment is the only way to fully protect from the dangers of secondhand smoke. That's why smoke-free policies are so important to me. Whether it's in my car, apartment building, or when I'm dining outdoors, there's no place for secondhand smoke or e-cigarette aerosol. Breathe easier knowing the facts. Visit smokefree.ne.gov. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Early break. Weird things that freaks me out. Unleaded gas still. It says unleaded. There hasn't been leaded gas for 40 years. Why does it say unleaded gas? It should just say gas. There hasn't been leaded gas since the 70s. It freaks me out, but it should just say gas. You can pick what hey, we have this, we have the premium, we have
with
the
Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush from 6 to 9 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket, where it's the Captain Show, and it's the fastest 2 minutes, 2 hours in radio. Right now, we have the Euler Report. Todd Euler, give it to us.
Awesome! It is Window World Wednesday here on 93.7 The Ticket. Thanks for having me, guys. The Euler Report. So, yeah, thanks. So my son broke his toe.
Oh.
So we'll start with that. So he's on the injury list right now in Nebraska.
You on IR?
He played the entire spring with the broken toe. So
and didn't know.
Well, he knew he was getting treatment. They thought maybe it was turf toe, and they said if it doesn't get better, we'll go get an MRI. So spring ball got over. He got an MRI. He's got a broken toe.
Oh, dang.
Is it a big toe?
Big toe.
Ooh.
It's the seminoid. I think that's how you say it. Bone in your.
Does that require surgery?
So they did the MRI, then they did a CT. The CT basically said, hey, that bone can split. If the bone splits, then you have to have surgery. It hasn't split, so
Hopefully
no
he'll
surgery.
back.
Should heal.
How long?
6 weeks ish. So
was that?
But he's still training and all that stuff. So
yeah. What does that mean though, as far as football? His football position?
He's
nothing.
Oh,
okay.
No. So
still going at it.
Still.
They're down to 125?
They've been down to 125. They
Right?
have been, yeah.
Okay. Is it part of that?
Yeah. Yeah, he's
that's 20.
He's got a shot.
20?
Yeah, it's 20.
It's only 20 away.
So yeah, he's getting closer to that.
19, he just got to get this 20 away.
Sounds like he had a meeting with the linebacker coach Rob and with Coach Rule, and they like the progress. They like seeing how physical he was on defense.
Yeah.
So
well, and you're going to need somebody to be a physical guy. Yeah. I mean, we talked about that last segment. If you go back to last year and look at Nebraska defense, who's the toughest guy?
Ty.
Then
the polar bear.
Then
I don't know.
See, Bach, who you taking?
Hey, John Bullock was pretty good.
Tough guy talking.
Oh yeah.
If you saw him, you'd be like, better go the other way.
Yeah, better go there. Like
who else? Okay, I'll tell. Okay, that's number 3. Who else? Who will be 4? Tough guy. That defense. Because we had a hard time. The 11 guys, even though Terrell was 10 and Booker was 11, you can't say that a first rounder and a Hall of Famer just because they wasn't a tough guy, wasn't a great football player.
Right.
That's not what I was saying. There's tough guys on the football field that wasn't great football players, but on the field there were tough guys like Aaron Penland.
Mm-hmm.
Tough guy. Never started one down.
I'd say Gifford was a pretty tough guy. He was a missile at times.
Well, that was 2 years ago, but yeah, I'll take Giff. But I'm talking last year's team.
Well, Gifford was here
He
last
was there. Yeah. It's tough to say, isn't it? I mean, we got to get tougher.
Yeah, but that's all I'm saying. But go ahead. You keep going.
So, yeah, so we got that going on. Obviously, out there installing tons of windows right now, doors. Just sold the door last night. We got siding going on. We've got roofing going on. It's been a great spring for Window World, so we appreciate all the business from Lincoln and surrounding areas. It's always fun getting out, meeting new people. Met a new couple last night in the big town of what's that little town that starts with an H? Hickman. Yeah.
Hickman.
I was in Hickman last night. Met a great couple and their 2 little kids, and it's always fun. So give us a call, 402-464-7313, or go to windowworldlincoln.com. Schedule your free design consultation. We will get it done, and we'll put in some great windows, put in some great doors. It's a lot of fun.
Window World Wednesday, the Euler Report. Thank you.
Not a lot. Like,
Appreciate
it's
that,
kind of a
Euler.
stall. Like
Kinda,
that. Like
we can all be.
I did play pickleball.
Pickleball. Yeah, you picked that up.
I'm in love with the game now. So
You had
I'm
a chance to play
tonight.
Kenny Wilhite?
Not yet. We will someday.
What's the difference between pickleball and handball?
A lot. Pickleball, like people ask me and I just started playing, but it's like ping pong and tennis had a baby. It's kind of what it's like.
Yeah, that's just hitting that little wiffle ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's
Johnny and them play that a lot.
It's so
though.
fun.
And they say once you if you're an athlete, get older,
you'll love it.
It's something that you love to do.
Yeah.
Keep you motivated and
I developed a little bursitis in my hip, so I'm getting up there from. They say that more people get injured in pickleball, but more people play it. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it's I'm going to go out and play tonight, hopefully, and not get hurt. Got a looming back surgery on June 9th after the football camp.
Yeah. Be careful, man.
Oh yeah, always careful.
Don't do too much. Seriously, because I thought about that too. Even when we were doing the little Husker games, and we were doing the catch part of it. Well, I told you before they had you go and do a dive ball where you had to dive on the mat. Well, guys are diving past the mat. You know what I'm saying? So is that really worth me to go and destroy both shoulders so people can laugh? Number one. Number two, I can be in here in the straight cast. You know what I mean? So and then it's tough to do your everyday movement. So be careful.
Absolutely. It's pretty safe sport, honestly.
Is it?
Especially if you're playing doubles. I played singles last week for the first time, and I didn't like that. You got to play doubles, especially if you're old like me.
Too much moving around.
Yeah, you don't have to cover so much court. So it's a lot of fun. And we played last week against a couple they're pretty good. Big Samoan dude. I wish I knew his name, but
did y'all lose?
We kind of like switched partners and had played like 8 games.
Okay.
We played 2.5 hours.
Kind of practice round.
Yeah, and it was fun to play with different people and different skill levels. And so Ronnie Romero and myself went and we played against this couple, and then we switched partners, and it's just fun. And I burnt like 1,600 calories.
Oh wow. Where
at what's the little pickleball place? It's on south off of Old Cheney. Something pickle. Just pickle.
Sounds like you're in a pickle. Come on, Terrell. Give me one of your good Euler reports over. You threw him under the bus.
I have some news here. It's
kind of go ahead, Bob.
So President Donald Trump is making plans to create a presidential commission to study college sports. It's a landmark moment in industry history, according to Ross Dellinger. The commission is charged with finding solutions to the unregulated landscape in college sports.
Uh-oh. Ooh. About to be regulated. Regulators.
That's right.
It's about to be regulated.
Just what we need. I don't know. It's interesting.
No, I don't think he's going to touch it. He don't want none of it. No, he just
got
said
too much to worry.
Got too much to worry about. He just said he was going to do it.
He's going to have a commission do it.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it.
All right. Pittsburgh Steelers gave up who I say it's a mistake. Other people say he was a locker room cancer. Dallas Cowboys thinks he can come in there and help CeeDee Lamb and them win games. We'll talk about that more right after this.
big news from your Nebraska lottery. Mega Millions is now more mega than ever. First off, a new multiplier is built into the game. Plus, there are now bigger jackpots, better odds, and prizes start at $10. So don't miss out on these fantastic enhancements. Visit your favorite Nebraska lottery retailer today and play Mega Millions with the new built-in multiplier, bigger jackpots, better odds, and prizes starting at $10. Drawings Tuesdays and Fridays. $5 Mega Millions top prize odds, 1 in 290 million.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You should treat mom to some barbecue. At Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, we think award-winning moms deserve award-winning barbecue without having to lift a finger. We invite you and your family to gather around our table on Mother's Day for Hog Wild's slow smoke favorites, or place an order to go online at gohogwild.com for a spring picnic where mom is the guest of honor. We look forward to seeing you this Mother's Day. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Attention all Wings fans. Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, there we go, Bob.
There we
go. 93.7 The Ticket Captain Show. We are powered
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer. Underground. Brand.
Excavating.
All right. Pittsburgh trades away Pickens to the Cowboys. Who wins that deal for a third round plus some other later on rounds? But who won that?
I say the Cowboys.
I say the Cowboys.
You team them up with CD Lamb and Dak Prescott. The Steelers, they got young receivers, and they just traded for DK Metcalf, and that would have been a great combo for whoever's going to be the quarterback, because we don't know if what's his name, Aaron Rodgers, is going to sign there, because he hasn't yet. Mini camps coming up, a lot of camps coming up. You don't want a guy to miss the whole camp, because it doesn't look like right now that he's accepting what they're giving him. But for Dallas, it's a win situation. You put him at number 2 receiver, number 3, wherever he fits in at. I mean, he's a great athlete. He does some silly things, but who doesn't do silly things? But I'm cool with it though.
Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh, that to me got a little bit murkier, because unless Pittsburgh goes out there and gets another receiver to go with, what's the kid from Seattle, big boy, Metcalf, it's going to be tough. You got rid of your who was the number 1 receiver, but who was either 1A or 1B. Now you gave that to Dallas. Again, the word on the street is as far as the locker room, not a good locker room guy. You got a first-year head coach at Dallas, and I think Jerry Jones and company think that maybe Dak Prescott can get this young man under control.
Well, it's kind of interesting, too. You look at Pickens, he's on the last year of his rookie contract. So that might kind of been what this would have been if the Steelers said, you know what, we don't want this guy long-term. Let's try to get something back for him. They get a third-round pick. Like you said, a couple other picks shuffled there, but that seemed to be kind of the big return there. And for the Cowboys, it seems to be more of a win-now move. They've got Micah Parsons. They've got some other names, Tyler Smith, that they've got to deal with this offseason as far as on their book. So I don't know if George Pickens is the long-term plan for the Cowboys, but if it's kind of win now mode, is if you can trade a third round pick, obviously an asset for the future, for something that can help you win on the field this year. Pickens, for what it's worth, 800 yards year 1, 1,140 yards year 2, and 900 yards last year. So he's pretty close to a 1,000-yard receiver, just about every year. Him and CeeDee Lamb will make a heck of a combination down there for Dallas.
I just don't like Dallas.
I don't like Dallas either, but I listen, I want Dallas to be good. Seems like football is better when Dallas is good.
Yeah.
It's America's team.
Yeah.
It is America's team.
Allegedly. Are they? You think they're America's team now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, a lot of fans out there.
All right. Let me give you another NFL news. Fans seeking $100 million in damages from Shedeur Sanders' fall in 2025 NFL draft. You ain't heard that, have you?
That don't make sense.
Makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, so I'm gonna read a little bit of this. It says the slide was the biggest storyline of the draft weekend. Now a Colorado Buffalo fan is seeking $100 million in damages in a lawsuit filed against the NFL's for Sanders' drop to the 5th round, according to a filing obtained by USA Today. The plaintiff, referred to as John Doe in this filing, alleges that the complaint that the NFL's actions and the dissemination of slanderous statements have caused severe emotional distress and trauma.
To who?
To the fan?
Tell him to get out of here. That's not.
My
Let me
goodness.
finish. Per the filing, Doe is a Georgia resident. Oh, my bad. Sorry. We can't do that. Dedicated fan of Colorado football who attended the Colorado versus TCU football game in 2023. Hold on. Let me finish. Doe John Doe that is, alleges that the reports of Sanders' performance in interviews contributed to a narrative that has unjustly harmed his reputation as a potential as a player. The file alleges the NFL violated the Sherman Antitrust Act because teams colluded to influence Sanders' fall to the 5th round. The Civil Rights Act because the fall may have been influenced by racial discrimination. Consumer protection laws because the league misrepresented. Say that word for me.
Yeah.
You can't say it.
Misrepresented.
There you go.
Hey, Bach. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
Misrepresented.
He hasn't been hit
The
in the head.
nature of the drafting process and qualifications of players. My fellow captain friends, what say you to that?
Get out of here.
$100 million in punitive damages.
100 mil.
Imagine he wins. How many more lawsuits
Oh,
you're going to
boy.
fall?
Imagine Husker fans.
How do they? How do you justify $100 million?
I don't know.
Where'd that number come from? And who's John? Why would you be able to file as John Doe? Oh, okay. Just food for thought. I was just wondering, had you guys seen that? And I just thought that was
nuts,
right?
The prevailing joke is that John Doe is Mel Kiper Jr. because Mel Kiper was flipping out all draft long about it.
Well, you know these betting sites? It was so many wagers on where he was going to go. That was a prop bet. You're going to go to the New York Giants, 200 to 1. Going to Cleveland. So every day it was a prop bet. I bet nobody picked Cleveland in the 5th. I picked New York. I'm full disclosure.
You lost.
I did. Quick.
Goodbye. You lost.
You're probably pretty excited when they traded up in the first round.
I was, man. I thought for sure I had the money in the bag. I did. I did that well before the draft just to be messing around with my cousins. He's one of those guys out of Vegas. And so I was like, oh, he Cleveland. He got to go. Cleveland need a quarterback. Nope. Aaron Rodgers may go to Cleveland.
They got like 9 quarterbacks.
They got too many.
I think Aaron Rodgers should retire.
Me too.
Yes.
And gone by his merry way.
Yeah.
He's in that cave right now.
He's in the cave.
He's got enough money. Why do you think he still wants to play at 40? Like what's the Flacco?
Brett Favre.
Yeah, but Brett Favre was still kind of explosive at 40. Flacco? Who's the last team Flacco started for?
Cleveland.
No, I'm done.
2 years ago, he helped lead Cleveland to the
Playoffs.
playoffs.
Cleveland?
Playoffs? Yeah, Browns.
Yeah, I know.
That was when he was
Yeah.
38. He's at the prime. 40 now. It's over with.
Yeah, done.
Let these young guys have it, man.
Aaron Rodgers, 28 and 11 touchdown to interception ratio last year. So it's not like he's crumbling himself out of the league. He's still pretty good quarterback. They just didn't win.
Who's gonna pay him $50 million?
I think he's signing for like 10.
With who?
Supposed to be Pittsburgh. They're not gonna give him 50. Nobody would give him 50.
Why would he go?
After
the
last
New York
year,
Jets did it.
No, they gave him 20. What they gave him?
No, they didn't.
How much did they give him?
$50 million after all is said and done.
Well, he was there 2 years.
All you get to do is look at the contract. You got your computer. I'm just saying they gave the reason why I know that, because remember we talked about Atlanta Falcons. What was the quarterback that I laughed when they gave him all that money? And you said he was going to be great.
Yeah.
What was his
Minnesota
name?
guy. Kirk Cousins.
Yes. And I said, you paid Kirk Cousins all that money for nothing. And you said Kirk Cousins had 2-3 good years left in him.
Well, now he got one.
He got none. Who's the other quarterback that got played? Oh, Cleveland. They paid what's my man's name?
Deshaun Watson.
Thank you. They paid Deshaun Watson $200 million on a guaranteed contract.
Played 10 games.
If that.
Yeah.
I say Rodgers' deal with the Jets was 3 years, $112.5 million, including $75 million guaranteed.
They got just juked out all their money.
That's
not as bad as Cleveland, though. Cleveland got it the worst.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal. I think that's a good deal.
Yeah.
But hey, if I was a quarterback, I would love to be in this situation right now.
Yeah.
I really would. The money that they're making without having to even throw a ball or two is amazing.
It's crazy.
93.7 The Ticket. First hour down, second hour on its way. We'll be right back.
Psst. You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK. Make flying easy.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at copplecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
Billy Currington is back on tour. Friday, June 13th, Pinewood Bowl Theater at Lincoln's Pioneer Park. Live in concert. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park, and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershan Jackson.
Touchdown. Vershan Jackson, number 34, gets the touchdown.
Husker Hall of Famer Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
93.7 The Ticket. Welcome back to the Captain Show. Billy Bennett says, my butt itches today. VJ, who can I sue about that? I don't know. I don't know. You're where you work at, I guess. Anywhere. All right. Bob, turn me up and cue me up.
All right, get rid of that old music so we can get your playoff music.
Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5. That's a lie. Bigger than 5. Bigger than 5. Another 5.
It don't matter. Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort.
Bigger than 5.
OKC, KFC, UFC.
Bigger than 5.
It doesn't matter. Chris Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Bigger than 5.
Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka.
Bigger than 5. All right, Bob. We here for the NBA talk. Last night, the Pacers 120, the Cavaliers 119. For the Pacers, Miles Turner, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks. Tyrese Hillenburg, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. The Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell, 48 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Jared Allen, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. Pacers lead Bach 2-0 in this one.
Yeah, absolutely huge game yesterday. If you don't know, Cleveland is the number 1 seed, so this is kind of a big deal. They had 2 home games. They've lost 2 home games now. And this was one, they were up, and there's kind of this free throw battle back and forth, but they were up 5, 7 points, a lot, these different margins here down the stretch, and missing their own free throws. Indiana was able to get back into this game. Aaron Nesmith with a huge putback dunk there in the final minute on a missed free throw. And then Halliburton corrals his own missed free throw, backs up and hits a game-winning 3 from beyond the arc, and then does the big ball celebration. I don't know how else to say it, but so it was kind of fun.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Did he do the like?
Oh yeah, Sam Cassell back in the day. So
yeah,
it was. It is interesting, and it obviously now the series heads back to Indianapolis with the Pacers up 2. This could be a quick series the other way. If things continue to go. Obviously, these series can be decided by final couple plays, one final play in the final moment. And that's how it was yesterday. And this is the Halliburton revenge tour, remember, because his peers voted him the most overrated player in the NBA just a month ago or so. So he's responding.
Yeah. I literally was watching this game, one of my first basketball games of the year, and I was thinking to myself, Donovan Mitchell is going bananas. No way they're going to lose this game going into the third quarter. And I started watching. They put Donovan Mitchell on the bench the start of the fourth, and it just was a disaster from there. And I always ask, why do they do that? Why would you bench your guy who cannot be stopped going into the most important quarter?
Needed a breather.
Why?
I don't know.
You're down 0-2. You just lost 2 at home.
Not good.
There's no breathers. I don't remember Michael Jordan taking that much of a breather, like 2 minutes at the end of a quarter, not at the beginning. And Cleveland needs to go home. They need to go home.
They need to go home.
They're going.
They need to. because, with them blowing it, they had a double-digit lead in the third quarter. I want to say 14 points. And then they found a way to lose it. And that, to me, take your hat off. They've got some injuries over there. But still, I don't think you lose in the NBA like that unless you don't belong in that conversation right now.
You're right. All right, game 2, Bach, last night. The Warriors 99, the Timberwolves 88. Now, when I see this low-scoring game, you would think it's from the East because they play defense on the East, but the West finally got a good score, 99-88. All right, for the Warriors, Jimmy Butler the third, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Dre Bob Green, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Buddy Hale, is that it? Holly, what is
Buddy Hield, yeah.
Buddy, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Steph Curry pulled his hamstring out for a week, grade 1 hamstring pull. He didn't play the rest of the game. Now for the Timberwolves, who played sluggish, Anthony Edwards, 23 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists. Julius Randle, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. And that was it for the Timberwolves, who scored a low 88 points. Golden State 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's one of those situations, again, where high volume of 3-point shots in the NBA, and in certain days, you're not, if you're not making them, you're not going to have a hard time keeping up. That was the Timberwolves here, 5 of 29 from beyond the arc. That's under 20%. I think the first one they hit was like in the third quarter. They only had 11 points in the second quarter in totality in that quarter. That's going to be pretty rough in the NBA in any game, let alone a playoff game. So just not the start you want. If you're the Timberwolves, if you're the Warriors, you get this win despite Steph Curry sitting out early, only played 13 minutes in that game. Now, obviously, you have to worry about him missing, game 2, 3, maybe even game 4. So it was an important game in the series. The Golden State might have won the battle, maybe lost the war with Curry being hurt. We'll see. But either way, the road teams in this round have still not lost. 5-0 when you include 2 games from the Pacers series. So interesting. It's the first time that's ever happened in NBA playoffs at this level.
All right, Bach.
Hold on a second.
No, I was going to say something, but
the mark of a good team is when you can win without your superstar.
Yeah.
And so for them to be able to win the way they won without Curry, it tells you a lot about Jimmy Buckets and the rest of those guys stepping up, as their teammates down. So I don't necessarily see this being a major problem. And if they were in the finals, it might be a problem. But right now, I think they can handle that team very easily.
Well, Buddy Hield stepped up to be that guy, by the way. He's 14 of 19 from beyond the arc in the series.
Yeah. And the thing is, you have to realize that Minnesota has to take advantage of Curry being out for this week. I mean, you got a chance to really go up 3-1, probably 4-1, in 5. So, but you got to take advantage. Anthony Edwards, all those guys got to come to play. Rudy Gobert had a bad game. Who else? I forgot the other point guard.
Conley didn't score.
Yeah, Conley didn't score a point. So, they got to really take advantage of this next time when the game comes in. Tonight game, you got New York versus Boston. New York is up 1-0. I'm so used to Boston being up. Then you have the big game, Denver versus OKC at 8:30 tonight. Both games is on TNT, True, and Max TV.
I think I almost want to tell you, besides, and I like Denver, but Golden State is scary to me. Especially they're going to rest. They're going to rest Steph. He's going to be ready to go either to come close this series out or be ready for the next one.
All right. So I don't know. I'm not Golden State probably this is their last round for me. I think Anthony Edwards is going to come on strong and play like Mike when he come back.
Well, it is interesting, though, because, again, the Warriors are the 7th seed. They had to fight even in the play-ins to earn that seed. But, again, this was different kind of first half of the season before they got Jimmy Butler. So they're better than that 7th seed, and that's kind of why you can kind of see them competing there. But, obviously, losing Curry will be tough. But, like I said, if Buddy Hield keeps shooting like that, then you basically still got a Steph Curry on the court.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this one. I'm trying to find it. What is that school, Bach, we talked about earlier that lost? Akron University. Man, what a deal. I got to find this article again, Bach. Do you have any info on it?
Well, unfortunately, yeah, it's just that Akron, of course, Nebraska is going to play Akron this year, the Zips. They're going to lose bowl eligibility for this upcoming year due to low academic progress report score over the last several years. So, unfortunate for Akron. Hopefully, it doesn't really affect Nebraska. I mean, obviously, Nebraska, you got to beat them. But if you do lose to them, it will be a team that won't go bowling.
Oh, yeah, because of academic issues, they didn't have they got to have a minimum postseason eligibility of 930 and above. They was at 914. So that's sad. They haven't been bowling since 2018 anyway. So sound like our drought.
I was going to say they've been under Joe Moorhead has been there the last couple of years. They're 4-8 last year, so maybe making that jump. But 2-10 each of the previous 2 years. So he's 8-28 in 3 years there so far.
Jeez. All right, we still waiting on the House versus the NCAA. It's supposed to come out later on today. We don't know that situation that comes with it, but the bell will ring today. The judge has sent them back quite a few times, and this is the 10-day period is up. So, they're in California, so they probably 12 o'clock there, probably still going through it.
I hope we get some type of decision. I'm tired of going back and forth with this. It's just say what it's going to be so that the teams can move on. They can figure out which way they want to go. And these younger guys that still want to play football can go somewhere and find somewhere to go.
Yeah. All right. I got the 15 worst coaches hires in the past decade. How many coaches do you think we got on there? Do you think we got any?
2.
We got 2. Probably 3.
Yes, 3.
3?
Yeah.
You got 3.
I don't know.
I'm going to go on a limb and say 3.
All right. I'm going to start at 15. I'm going to read their record, too.
This in the last how many years?
Decade.
Past 10 years.
Oh, well, 2.
All right.
Yeah, 2.
Here we go. Let me get my paperwork straight.
Yeah, let's go. I'm interested in
15, Chris Ash. He was at Rutgers between 2016 and 2019. His record, 8-32.
Oofta.
Ouch. Now the D coordinator for Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Good for him. Way to transition.
All right, I'm missing my 14, Bob.
You're supposed to be ready.
I am, but
sit down at the
14
table, man.
The 14 went off of it.
Well, I got 14 years.
Yeah, give me 14.
Nick Rolovich from Washington State. Didn't last long, 5-6 there. And then I believe they had, I'm trying to remember what exactly, I think it's something like COVID related where he had a disagreement with Washington State. And so they just kind of separated.
All right, 13. Scotty Frost.
Dang, he made it.
University of Nebraska, 16-31. After going fresh off a 13-0 season after beating Auburn in the Peach Bowl, stuff didn't go right at the University of Nebraska.
Well, at least he's getting another opportunity to right the ship. Might be a little tougher in this NIL climate, though.
We're 12.
All right, 12. Kevin Sumlin at Arizona, 2018 to 2020, 9-20. 29 games.
Bust, and I think they got in some NCAA trouble as well.
Well, I would, yeah. 11. I wouldn't call this a bad record, but Mel Tucker, 20-23, 20-14.
Bust.
Well, just
bust, man. He's a bust. You can't go and build a program and then allow people to get into the program.
Get 10,
that will bring you down.
Yeah, Mel Tucker did have an 11-2 year in 2021, but most recently he's tough to find, even with the kind of the Brenda Tracy deal still going on. So, and ahead of him they had Brian Harsin at Auburn, who went 9-12 there in 2 years.
Dang, he didn't. That just feel like 1 year there.
Well, another Auburn coach getting ready to get fired too.
All right, number 9, Herm Edwards, 18-20 at Arizona State, 2018 to 22.
Herm should have stayed in the broadcast booth. I think you get to a certain age, man. You can't relate to these kids anymore. The kids are different. You got to be able to relate to these youngsters.
All right, next guy. I never heard of this guy, Bach. Jimmy Lake, Washington, 2020 to 21, a 7-6 record. Didn't stay there long.
Yeah, I was trying to think again. So a few of these guys are just kind of the quick tenure nature of them. So in he was 3-1 in 2020. Of course, that was the shortened season, and then 4-5 at Washington in 2021 before being fired after 9 games.
Yeah. All right, number 7. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Oh, gee.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine?
Wait a minute.
Mike Wright.
Time out for a second. Read that again. What's the heading? Top what, Bueller? What does that say right there?
The top 15
worst
coaching hires of the past decade.
So you telling me that Mike Riley is higher on that list than Scott Frost?
Yeah.
That's what I just want to make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good argument for either of them.
Yeah, nah, I don't know about that one, buddy. I don't know about you getting you. We're going off of record.
Not just off of record. This is in totality.
What's totality of a head coach?
Yeah, a lot better record.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Scott.
Like Mel Tucker's 20-14 on here. He's on this. So you've got different. It's just. I mean,
right.
As you know, everything's different than just record. Mike Riley inherited a much better program than Scott Frost did.
All right, Mike Riley. 19-19, 500.
500.
What'd you say Scott Frost was?
It's bad.
16-31.
Okay, so that, you can't put Mike Riley at that number, but go ahead. It's not my list.
All right, number 6, Jeff
Collins.
Godfrey Collins.
Jeff Collins, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How do you spell it like that? Oh, my God. It's just 2019 to 22, he was 10-28. Number 5, Jeremy Pruitt, 2018 to 2020 at Tennessee, 5-19.
Oh, wow. Ouch. He didn't last long.
Number 4, Willie Taggart, Florida State, 2018 to 2019, 9-12 record. He was better at what that school he was better. What school did he come from, Bob, when he had a really good team?
Well, I mean, he had like that stop in Oregon. I don't think he was particularly good there, but South Florida is where he kind of jumped him into these discussions.
But he had an $18 million buyout.
Pay me.
All right, number 3, Ryan Waters, Purdue, 23 to 24, 5-19 record.
Is he still the coach?
No, he's fired.
Oh,
all right.
Purdue's a tough place.
Well, Jeff Boyd, the guy before him, he's a proven winner.
Stop it.
Yeah, I mean,
never know.
Huh?
Louisville now?
When has Purdue won 5 straight years in a row?
It doesn't matter. I mean, we take it one season at a time. I mean,
as a program, Purdue's
Huckabee. When they had that running back Huckabee, that high step running guy.
Yeah, I like Huckabee. I remember him.
All right, number 2, Les Miles, Kansas, 2019, 2020, 3-18.
Why did Les Miles get fired at Kansas?
He didn't win.
Is that
3-18.
Bach might remember why he got. Why did he get fired at Kansas, Bach? You remember?
Yeah, well, I'm sure the record didn't help, but he did have he had some other stuff going on as well.
Okay. Sorry, Coach Les. I love you.
All right, number 1, Chad Morris, Arkansas, 2018 to 2019, 4-18. He was the offensive coordinator at Clemson from 2011 to 14. And
that when Clemson was good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think these good? And I get it. Everybody wants to, but if I'm a coordinator in this environment where people are making this type of money, you think you would go somewhere else and try to be a head coach and see if you could be successful, or sit there and keep building a dynasty?
I don't think being a head coach would be much fun right now.
I would just sit there and let Matt Rule take all the heat. Yeah. And I just be an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I mean,
I always wonder why they do that.
Man, the jump in pay is significant.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but again, life ain't just about money.
No,
it's more to life than money, and I think you're seeing that. You know, when we do get back, I wanted to go over a little something Bueller, and then you can go, but I want to go over the top 10 highest paid quarterbacks. It will shock you.
Don't you think it's a little ego too, right? Like most of us males want to prove that we can take the next step.
Yeah.
What's the competitive nature of what you're doing? I mean, I think most coaches eventually would like to have their own program. And how cool would it be? I mean, even if you go 4-8 at Arkansas, to say I was the Arkansas head coach, I was in charge of the program
and made a lot of money at it.
Yeah.
Did you see that Troy Dana was added to the CPA selection committee?
Yeah, we talked about that. I forgot.
But it is important to note in that 15, though, the worst last decade, Nebraska's the only team with 2 names on the list.
Yeah. Great. We made another.
There you go. Thanks, Bach.
Thanks. Yeah.
Only team with two names on the list, huh?
Like you said, Auburn might have another one if we wait a few months.
Yeah, but I still think that you need to flip-flop Scott Frost and Mike Riley.
I'd agree.
You can't do that to Mike Riley. You can't say, oh, he inherited a great team, so he didn't do well with the great team that he inherited. Scott Frost had a good team too. Matter of fact, the teams the first team that he had they had more draft picks than we had in the last 2 years.
Yeah. Put together, yeah. And you got to think, I mean, they set the record for most one-score losses in a row.
It's not a record for that. It's
crazy. That's the record.
It is a record.
They tally it.
It's the record. They count that.
Yeah.
One-score losses. Chasing 3.
Yeah.
Chasing 1. Did we discontinue that series?
I haven't seen it.
We should do nothing. Winning games.
This is a great series. The name maybe could have changed, but it was awesome to get the insight.
What'd you like about it?
Oh, it's just, I mean, it's if you're a Nebraska football fan, it's everything you want. It's a look behind the locker room. It's a, kind of see a detailed kind of stories about different players. So, I mean, in behind the scenes of people that worked, it was fantastic.
I think it's always interesting as former players that we don't get jazzed up about that stuff, but like people that never lived it, they're like, this is cool.
Yeah.
You know? Like we're like, yeah, that's just kind of how life was.
Right.
You know,
we're kind of traumatized. We don't even want to see the. Hey, when Terrell was in the locker room, Terrell, you could see Terrell. You could tell you haven't been in the locker room in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't. Keep my head down. Keep your head down and walk. That's it. Beeline out of there. You know, VJ, he talk any play. Hey, yeah. Nah, ain't no rah-rah in here. Let me get out of here.
Stop it. Jeez.
Oh, man. All right, let's go to break. And when we come back, I got some other news for you.
Dak Prescott, highest paid NFL quarterback in football. You better get him a receiver, right?
Is he the highest paid?
Yes. $60 million. 4 year, $240. Who you think number 2? You got 3 people tied for number 2. 5 years, $275 million. That means $55 million a year. Who is it? Give me one.
Deshaun Watson.
No.
Kirk Cousins.
No.
Buffalo guy.
No.
No.
Bob, you're the smartest one in the room.
I don't know about that.
Give me one.
Patrick Mahomes?
No.
He's $50 million.
What? Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Jordan Love.
Oh, you talking about some guys who probably won't even.
Guess who's number 5 though?
Who?
Tua Tagliabue.
That guy.
Sheesh. We're gonna go 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 when we return. We'll be right back.
Are you a fan of local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits? Don't miss SIP Nebraska's 12th anniversary celebration, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park, and join others who share your passion for great drinks. Enjoy unlimited tastings, live music, delicious food, artisans, and lawn games as you celebrate Nebraska's vibrant beverage industry. And when you find one you love, you can buy a bottle to take home. Choose your ticket package at sipnebraska.com. The SIP Nebraska Spring Festival, a Blur event, May 9th and 10th at Mahoney State Park in Ashland.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you the listener on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion, for happier, healthier, furry friends.
National Electrical Safety Month is held every May to raise awareness about the importance of staying safe around electricity. Visit les.com/safety for safety tips on power lines, tree trimming, storms, and so much more.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Billy Currington is back on tour. Friday, June 13th, Pinewood Bowls Theater at Lincoln's Pioneer Park. Live in concert. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Now's the time to schedule your air conditioner service check with Bryant. Make sure it's ready to keep you cool and comfortable when you really need it. Call Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111.
Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's right, we are back here on a Window World Wednesday on the Captain on 93.7 The Ticket. Todd Euler in the building with us on behalf of Window World, and of course the Captain and the Black Shirt in studio with me as well.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Top 10, Kyler Murray. Number 10. How much you think? $46.1 million. Deshaun Watson. 5-year, $230 million, $46 million. Pat Mahomes, 45. Of course, he signed a 10-year, $450 million. Kirk Cousins, your guy, making the same thing as Patrick Mahomes. 4 years, $180 million. Then Josh Allen, Daniel Jones, Matt Stafford, Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, $37.5 million a year.
Well, Aaron Rodgers don't have a team right now.
Well, that don't mean anything. Guess who's number 19? Baker Mayfield. Where's Geno Smith? Isn't he at Vegas now?
Yeah.
So Gardner Minshew that signed the 2-year, $25 million deal, is he still there too?
I'd have to check where Gardner.
Well, he signed a 2-year deal in 2024 for a 2-year, $25 million. And then it's got Sam Darnold, Caleb Williams, Bryce Young, Jalen Daniels, Drake May, C.J. Stroud, Zach Williams kind of round out the top 28 in that. So I just thought that was interesting.
Where's Brock Purdy?
Nowhere in the.
I don't think he signed his deal
He
yet.
still needs his deal. Yeah.
They playing with him.
Aiden says, why does VJ always hate things that the fans like? Like what? What do I hate that the fans like?
I think he's just referring to the Chasing 3 deal.
I like the Chasing 3. I don't like the term Chasing 3. Why would you want to chase 3?
Yeah, I never got it.
That's all I was saying. It wasn't that I didn't like it. That behind the scenes, it was more of the name Chasing 3. If we had a mystique of being a 1-loss team all those years, even with Coach Ruler's that first year, why would we want to put anything on there going into year 2 that's got anything to do with 1 loss?
Wasn't great because they didn't finish up doing well in 1-possession games last year. Anyway.
Oh, Minshew is a Chief now. Boy, it made out like Bernie Madoff. Fred Knight Hoiberg said, yeah, but money can make the worst of days a lot better. Is that true, Euler?
Not if you by yourself.
What?
Not spend it with nobody.
Well, I kind of believe that.
What?
That, if you get $16 million to walk away from football, it's a good deal. Why do the NCAA D1 teams always siphon the same coaches instead of trying to get the best D2, 3, or NAIA coaches?
Whole different ball game. Yeah. Too many responsibilities for a lower tier coach like that. I mean, you got to understand roster management. Now you got GMs to help you, but it's totally different ball game. They got to, people like household names. Matt Rule, Dan Landon, Ryan Day, Kirby Smart. Them are the coaches you're used to now. Kurt Signetti, he's a guy that's up and coming. So, you don't find too many guys like that every year.
Yeah. Gus Mohawk says this, hey, VJ, does Shamar Moore not coaching against Nebraska change your tenant prediction to 11-1? Yes. Also, heard the Huskers versus Cincinnati and KC is basically sold out, 99.9%. Go Big Red.
I wonder, can we get a sideline pass for that?
I'm not with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll just watch it at home on the couch.
Don't even.
Yeah, I'm a couch potato. I love football on the couch.
You don't want to go to Arrowhead?
No, I've been there already too many times, especially in January. I went there, and I don't ever want to go to that stadium again.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, it was.
Tommy says, waiting to pick my son up from school, and they're outside playing with the parachute. Man, I wish I could be a kid again. Would you ever want to be a kid again?
Not a kid, but 18.
I don't know. Good question.
Would you ever want to be a kid again?
And take some of the mistakes I made as a young man.
You won't remember them. You can't go back as the grown man and be in a 10-year-old body. You got to go back to 10-year-old.
That's the only way I'm going back.
What?
If I know
what
I know now.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm not getting in that car. Who wants these keys?
It's cheating at that point. But would you go? You be
change the outcome of your life again. Then I won't have my kids, and stuff will be wrong. So you don't want to take stuff too far back, because if you change it, you won't have the grandkids. You won't have the kids. You probably won't have the same wife. You know what I'm saying? So if one turn and you alter the whole
butterfly
history.
effect.
Yeah. What is the butterfly effect? Yeah.
But of course, you'd know all the winners of all the sporting events, so you could bet and make a lot of money off of that. So
yeah, I bet 5,000 on Nebraska, 10,000
At what year?
95.
Oh, you can't go back to 95.
And I'll take and I
you got to go back to. You can't go back to 95.
And I will invent instant replay.
You can't play
in '93, so Nebraska can win that turnover against Florida State because it was a fumble.
Now
obviously.
be careful because the butterfly effect could take advantage. You never know if they'd win in 94 or 95.
Well,
they won in 93.
and quiet as
might
kept.
alter my plan.
Quiet as kept in '97. If they had replay, I had caught a ball and I fumbled on the 1 yard line. Technically, they called it down, but it was a fumble. So we don't want replay.
Effect. Oh yeah,
we don't want.
All right, I got the top 25 coaches from USA Today because I don't know what USA Today is doing. I don't know who their sports writer is, but let's see if he got it right here. Number 1.
I'm cheating.
Top 25 coaches? Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Wait. This is top 25 coaches of what again? One more time.
All of college football.
Right now.
Yesterday we had,
This is today.
Yeah.
Kirby Smart, by the way, still has more first-round picks than losses at Georgia.
So you taking Kirby?
So that's partially right.
Number 2, Ryan Day. All right. 3, Dabo. 4, Steve Sarkisian. 5, James Franklin. 6, Dan Landon. 7, Marcus Freeman. 8, Kalen DeBoer. 9, Lane Kiffin. 10, Brian Kelly. 11, Matt Campbell. 12, Kyle Whittingham. 13, Kirk Sagnetti. 14, Kirk Ferentz, whatever it is.
Kirk
Ferentz. Chris Kalen is 15 at Kansas State. 16 is Jeff Brom at Louisville. 17 is Josh Heupel at Tennessee. 18, Matt Rule. Kind of a head scratcher, but 19, Brett Bielema.
We're going to beat Illinois.
We're not going to play them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're going to beat them.
20 is, what's BYU coach name? Buck? I can't say that. That is
Kalani Sitake.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, he's a great coach, though. He's a good coach. I watched them, and they got a high-powered offense. 21, Lance Leipert. 22, Rhett Lashley, SMU. 23, Lincoln Riley. 24 is Eric Eli Drinkwitz.
Eli Drinkwitz, yeah.
Yeah. 25, Mario Cristobal. Now, only problem I have with this, why is Brett Venables at 19?
Oklahoma?
No.
Brett Bielema from
Brett
Illinois.
Bielema.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Venables. I was like,
Bielema from Illinois.
Why? What's wrong with that? Like Illinois has surprised me the last 2 years out.
When I rank coaches, I rank them by head up, overall record, team performance.
Okay.
Brett Bielema beat Matt Rule. That should be changed.
Okay. I can't argue with you there, Terrell. It's a true statement.
I'm trying to get back to this.
Anything else?
No. That's about it on that one.
You guys like Matt Rule at 18?
You like Matt Rule at 18?
I think that's probably a little high, but somewhere in that range. Maybe I'd maybe put a few names. Like you said, Bielema.
I'm gonna be realistic to you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You can't put Matt Rule in the top 25.
Yeah.
Unless we was in the top 25. Now, if you're talking holistic, okay. And kind of like I said before, what we've done in the offseason and making the changes that's that's needed for us to win, I think it remains to be seen, but I think we could be going on potential. But if you're going on what Terrell said, on those criterias, you'd almost have to look at, was Indiana's coach in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lincoln Riley was ranked behind him, and he won head-to-head.
Head. That's what I'm saying. Like it was just like the Big Ten coaches poll that they came out with a couple of days ago too, and he was in front of Kirk Cignetti, and I was like, hold on, this man just beat you 55-7. How would you rank that?
You're right. It's tough to argue that, right? They don't play the game, but it's tough to argue putting a coach that me and you play pickleball head to head. In the rankings, you beat me every single time, but I'm still ranked higher than you.
Yeah, it's just like
so. I see where he's coming from.
Yeah. A BYU team that went 11-2. Don't care what conference you played in. You was 11-2, and you almost made it to the playoffs. Lance Leipold, he was a good coach.
Funny, he was arguments for him being number 1 last year. I thought they were kind of jumping the gun.
What really shocks me is SMU coach.
Yeah,
made it to a bowl championship. A college playoffs last year. And you want to rank him at 22?
Is Iowa State's coach in there?
Yeah, Matt Campbell.
Where is he at?
Like
what
11? I think. Hold on. Yeah, he's at 11.
I like him. I like him as coach.
I like him as a coach as well. I think he's a hard-nosed guy. Yeah. He was up to be the Nebraska coach for a minute there.
Mm-hmm.
His name was mentioned in a lot of rooms.
Yeah,
being a coach at Nebraska for a long time there. I don't know what necessarily happened with that, but
Iowa State fell apart the year. Yeah, the year Nebraska was open. So the 2022 year, Iowa State fell apart. So like a few of those teams did, and kind of took their name out of contention for the race.
But I think he's a good coach. I think he's a good recruiter. He does well with what he's got, and for him to be the last 2 years have been in the top 25, you got to take your hat off to that.
Especially, recruiting wise, it's hard to recruit there.
And I can tell you this now: Iowa State they didn't win the Big 12 last year. Arizona won. Who won?
Arizona State. Yeah,
Arizona
runners
State.
Up.
Okay, so when Iowa State wins the Big 12, that conversation is going to change. Because they're going to be not only winning the Big 12, but they're going to also be in the college football playoffs. And all they got to do is win one game. That's it. Let me ask this question, Terrell. All 12 teams that made the college football playoffs, were those coaches in there?
Yes.
All 12?
No.
Okay.
Dillingham wasn't in it.
Yeah.
James Franklin was in it. SMU coach was in it. Dabo was in it. Yeah, all the teams except ASU.
So
ASU's Boise State coach wasn't in it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So, and again, this ain't a knock. It's just saying if you got 12 teams that made the college football playoffs, you would think
them are your top 12 coaches.
There you go. That's easy.
Yeah.
And then you mix in the rest of them. But, again, it's always about who's saying it. Where's it come from? Is USA Today, their writers, sports writers, are they credible enough that you want to believe them? I think next year, if we go 11-1, then he's in that conversation.
Yeah.
I see us beating Michigan now. Now that Michigan is coming, I would believe that the 95 reunion team will be at the Michigan game.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a rock. I hope it's a night game.
Yeah.
And I think without their head coach, I thought we had a very good chance of winning if we play great football anyway, but now we got a better chance. I'm sticking with that story until it changes.
11-1.
11-1. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
Playoff bound.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. 11-1. I feel like
playing in the Big 10 championship game.
Yeah, no, that's making it to the Big 10 championship game.
Yeah,
absolutely. I don't know if we win it. But I do think because you're going to either play Ohio State
or Oregon.
Oregon could be Penn State.
Yeah, it could be.
Depends on what you do with them. But yeah, 93.7 The Ticket is the Captain Show. We'll be right back.
Billy Currington is back on tour. Friday, June 13th, Pinewood Bowls Theater at Lincoln's Pioneer Park. live in concert. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
National Electrical Safety Month is held every May to raise awareness about the importance of staying safe around electricity. Visit les.com/safety for safety tips on power lines, tree trimming, storms, and so much more.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
This is it, Husker fans, your final chance to see Nebraska baseball at home this season. It starts Tuesday, May 6th with a huge rivalry matchup against Creighton. Then it's a Big Ten showdown as the Huskers host Michigan May 9th through 11th. Every game matters and your support can make the difference. Great seats are still available, but they're going fast. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Early break. Weird things that freaks me out. Unleaded gas still. It says unleaded. There hasn't been leaded gas for 40 years. Why does it say unleaded gas? It should just say gas. There hasn't been leaded gas since the 70s. It freaks me out, but it should just say gas. You can pick what hey, we have this, we have the premium, we have
with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Bush from 6 to 9 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Back with Vershan Jackson, powered by Bauer on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Is this thing on, Bach?
It's on.
It's not on. I can't hear myself.
Okay.
No, I can't hear myself. Thank you, Bach. Appreciate that. Bill and Bennett says 11-1 would be awesome, but it kind of sounds like BJ's Kool-Aid is sweetened with something besides sugar to me. Just sugar, sir. Just sugar. I like a lot of sugar.
Sweet and low.
Yeah, no sweet and low. Sweet and low is not sugar.
Stevia.
Not sugar. All that stuff you talking about is not sugar. I like the real deal, raw and uncut sugar.
It's just funny though, because was it 1 year or was it 2 years that you avoided projections or record predictions?
Sure.
And now you're back to 11-1.
Well, only because my record predictions back in the day was pretty spot on, with the exception of whatever Scott Frost and them wanted to call in the fourth quarter of the game when we lost by 1. I was spot on until then. Right. Up until the moment that we decided to onside kick the ball. Northwestern looked like we were getting ready to go through the entire Big Ten.
Yeah.
Up until that moment. And then that moment happened in Dublin. Scott Frost queued up, hey, Coach, Coach Bush, we're up 14, or what was we up, 12? We're up 11 or 12 points. I think now's the time.
No, don't do it.
In the third quarter.
No, don't do it.
With 4 minutes to go in the third, we just scored a touchdown. Hey, let's try an onside kick. let's give him a short. Let's give him a short field. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Who you blaming that on? The players? You can't blame that level of coaching or decision making on players. They don't make that decision. The coaches do. But anyway, is the ticket going to be in Kansas City for the Cincinnati game? You have to call the boss, Gus Mohawk. I'm quite sure you got DP on speed dial. Hooking with DP on here, ask DP, is the ticket going to be at the Kansas City Chiefs game? Now, I don't know the Kansas City Chiefs Stadium. I don't know why we wouldn't be. We've been at every game since we started. So I would imagine that game, Kansas City, Cincinnati versus Nebraska, you gotta go.
Thursday night, yeah.
You gotta go.
I want to fly. I want to go to Georgia for a high school game.
Really?
I'm thinking about going to a high school game in probably September, October.
Here in Lincoln?
No, in Georgia.
Oh.
Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I will.
Anyway. 6475 says, ha! I remember this. Sitting outside the old studio, it was a nightmare to watch. You guys remember where you was?
Mm-hmm.
When we lost in
Dublin.
Yes.
Yep.
I was at home.
I was at home too.
Yeah. I fell asleep and woke up, and it was.
Yeah, we was covering the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It just. That season, it seemed we would get excited.
Mickey Joseph was here.
Bam. It was over with.
Bill Bush was here. Things was looking up.
Crowbait, stop it. He says he onsized to kick the ball backwards. It was 100% on the player. What? What? Why do we call that? That's what I'm thinking. You're winning the game.
Well, that's what it always struck to me is like they were going to win the game, but they weren't going to win because of Scott Frost. And Scott had to say, well, how do I put my fingerprint on this game? Because remember, that was the year right before they took the offense out of his hands. He had been an offensive guy his whole career. That's how he kind of does it. And they said, okay, that's not working. We'll make you the CEO. Mark Whipple's the offensive guy. So that's why I continue to think it was just because Frost needed to get his fingerprint on the game.
Oh, by doing that, by sabotaging the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, kick the onside kick right now.
It didn't go quite the way you wanted.
Well, again, if there's some head coaches out there, I would ask every head coach, have you ever been in a game, and I've been a head coach and in many games, have you ever been in a game where you're winning in the third and you try the onside kick? I'm mad at myself because I wish I would have asked Coach that when he was here. Have you ever kicked the onside kick at the third quarter of a game that you're winning by 11? You want to break that?
No, I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I'll break it.
Such a weird game.
I don't think that's a real website. I mean, it's coming up.
It says, Axel Foley says this. I can see why he called it against Ohio State. That one time is debate. The one time is debate, a team that good. Okay. You had to take some risks, but the Northwestern one did not make sense. No, 100%. And Ohio State, you got the number 1 team, number 2 team on the ropes in the country. You do what you got to do to win. When you're winning, you don't.
Yeah.
You just keep winning. Keep the gas pedal on. Anyway, funny. Did both of those coaches get fired? One during the season, the other one right after? Or was that both during? Because that was the Fitzgerald deal. Or was that right after that? That was right after that season? He didn't make it to the next season. The Fitzgerald scandal, the hazing.
I think he made it through that season and then the off season.
Yeah, they hammered him right after that.
Well, remember, that was the only game they won that year. Northwestern.
Bach, don't let us live through that.
He might have made it another year.
Yeah, that was his final year.
No, he didn't have another game. That was it, buddy. Yeah, they hammered him after that. And anyway, we won't dig back into those bones, but I'm just simply saying it was funny that they win one game that year against us. Thanks, Bach. And Scott Frost skips off into the sunset. $16 million richer.
All right, so right now we got the grandfathering and the roster limit will be an option for the schools.
What does that mean?
It's not official yet, but I think it's a deadline tonight.
What will be the option? What number?
They can grandfather in as the
They
guys.
have the option to grandfather in or not if they want to.
Oh, so they can grandfather in guys that are already there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! All the guys that left, I'm so sorry.
Look, it's not official yet.
Stuck around.
This is not official yet.
Who's reporting
that? One of the attorneys is
who's reporting it? Like CBS, what?
Mitt Winters from Winter Sports Law.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we want to trust that yet.
And then Brandon Marcello, I don't know.
Anyway, hopefully by tomorrow we'll know.
Which is expected to be filed on Wednesday night.
That's tonight. We'll know by tomorrow what these rosters, hopefully for Lil Euler's sake, and a couple of those and a couple of those other guys that are on the bubble. Hopefully they get grandfathered in. I think that'd be a great deal for them and for the university and for the walk-on program. Yep. Hey, thank y'all for riding with us. Euler, what do you got?
Pickleball, baby.
Pickleball. What do you got, Black Shirt?
Call of Duty.
Bye.
Oh, Celtics, even in the series tonight, I'll be watching closely.
93.7.
Who do you got, Captain?
I got to go to work.
All right.
I got to go do this shit.
I drove to Omaha twice this morning.
Got you.
Twice.
Let's pick.
Hey, that's why you get paid the big bucks. 93.7, fastest 2 hours in radio is over. We'll see y'all tomorrow, Thursday. LSF. Vershan Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Now's the time to schedule your air conditioner service check with Bryant. Make sure it's ready to keep you cool and comfortable when you really need it. Call Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating, 467-1111.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at CoppellCars.com. Stock numbers G1214492, G1877447.